Appalling archive. The Bellevue Murders. January 3, 1997. David Anderson and Alex Baranyi. On the night of January 3, 1997, Alex Kevin Baranyi and David Carpenter Anderson, both 17, lured 20-year-old Kimberly Ann Wilson to a park in Bellevue, Washington and murdered her. Afterwards, in the early morning of January 4, they entered Wilson's family home and murdered her father William, her mother Rose, and her 17-year-old sister Julia. Kimberly's body was found the next day by two young boys who spotted what they believed to be a pile of clothes in the bushes. When they returned to the park the next day, they realized that what they had seen the previous day was actually a body. They ran home and one of their mothers reported the finding to the Bellevue Police Department. Bellevue detectives responded to the scene and found Kimberly's body. She appeared to have been involved in a struggle and to have died by strangulation, with a cord wrapped around her neck. When detectives arrived at the Wilson residence, the interior lights were off, 3 cars were parked outside, and Christmas lights were on. Detective Jeff Gomes found their sliding glass doors open. After calling out and receiving no response, Gomes drew his gun and stepped into the home. Gomes crept upstairs only to discover walls and ceilings splattered with blood. He found Rose's body in bed in the master bedroom. She had been stabbed multiple times in the throat, and her head was crushed by numerous blows from a heavy object. They discovered the body of William near the bottom of the bed with similar injuries. Julia's body was discovered in the hall. She appeared to have struggled against the attackers. One arm had been broken, and she had multiple stab wounds on both her head and neck. Investigators learned that Kimberly was a member of a goth group that hung out late at night. When members of the group were questioned, they told detectives that 2 other members of the group, Baranyi and Anderson, spoke about committing murder regularly. Investigators questioned and interviewed both Baranyi and Anderson at their residences. Both claimed to have been playing video games at Baranyi's home on the night of the murders. Investigators learned that was a lie. 5 days after first speaking with detectives, Baranyi confessed that he and his accomplice had murdered the Wilsons. He told authorities that he killed Kim first, strangling her at the park. After Baranyi realized that Kim might have told her parents where she was going to meet him that night, he decided to kill them as well. The motives for the murders were unclear and both boys exhibited signs of being psychologically disturbed. When Baranyi was questioned about his motives, he calmly replied that he wanted to kill someone because he was in a rut. Testimonies by Baranyi and Anderson led investigators to suggest that they killed the Wilson family for the sheer experience. Baranyi and Anderson were both charged with murder in the first degree. They were convicted and sentenced to serve 4 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. Now in their 40s, Anderson is incarcerated at the Monroe Correctional Complex while Baranyi is serving his sentence at the Clallam Bay Correction Center, according to the State Department of Corrections. Please like and subscribe for more.